Point blank, Dean Witter needs to be managing your retirement portfolio.
She wants me to make a portfolio, and she's going to help me with it.
The portfolio I was putting together for CalArts.
Hey everyone, and welcome to TalkWord, the show where we dive deep into the meaning, origin, and everyday use of English words. Today we're unpacking a really interesting one, portfolio. You've probably heard it thrown around in art galleries, on Wall Street, and maybe even in a job interview. It seems to mean a bunch of different things, right? Well, stick around because you're about to see the single, powerful idea that connects them all.
So let's kick things off with a little brain teaser. What could an artist with a paintbrush, an investor glued to the stock market, and a professional heading into a big interview possibly have in common? They seem like they're from totally different worlds.
The answer, believe it or not, is just one word: a portfolio. Yep, that's it. It's a word that just seems to pop up everywhere.
So how on earth can one word stretch to cover so much ground? Well, to really understand that, we've got to do a little time traveling. The secret to all its different meanings is actually hidden right inside its origin story.
Okay, check this out. The word is literally a mashup of two Italian words. First, you have portare, which means to carry, and second, you have folio, which means a sheet of paper. So originally, a portfolio was literally just a case for carrying loose sheets of paper. And that simple, physical idea of gathering and carrying things is the key to understanding everything else.
That history lesson leads us straight to the modern definition. A portfolio is a curated collection of items, and curated is the magic word here. This isn't just some random pile of stuff. No way. It's a thoughtful, hand-picked selection designed to showcase something really specific.
All right, let's see this idea in action. And we'll start with the most classic example, the one you probably think of first, the artist portfolio. For an artist, a designer, or a photographer, their portfolio is basically their whole world in a folder. It's a curated gallery of their absolute best work, chosen not just to show what they can do, but to reveal who they are as a creator. It's all about their unique style, their vision, and their hard-earned skill.
Now let's switch gears completely. We're leaving the art studio and heading over to the world of finance. An investor's portfolio might seem totally different, but that core idea of a curated collection is exactly the same. It's just that here, the collection isn't art, it's assets, and the goal? Building wealth.
You see, a financial portfolio isn't just one investment. It's a strategic mix of different assets, things like stocks, bonds, maybe some real estate. There's a fancy term for this strategy, diversification. But really, it all comes down to that old saying, you don't put all your eggs in one basket. It's all about balancing risk.
And just like an artist has a specific style, an investor's portfolio has a strategy. Some are built for aggressive growth, taking on more risk for potentially bigger rewards. Others are much more conservative, playing it safe for those slow and steady returns. Both are curated collections, just with very different goals.
So, we've talked art and we've talked finance. Now let's bring it all back home and talk about the portfolio that might be a real game changer for you, your professional showcase. This is the collection designed to prove your skills and help you land your next big opportunity.
So, how do you build one? Well, it's really about three key steps. First, you select your greatest hits, those reports you're proud of, successful projects, any awards you've won. Then you organize that collection to specifically highlight the skills an employer is looking for. And finally, you pick your format. Is it going to be a slick digital website or a classic physical folder?
Woo! So we've journeyed from the art gallery to the stock market and right into a job interview, all guided by this one powerful word. Let's wrap it all up.
When you boil it all down, it's pretty simple. A creative portfolio uses art and designs to showcase skill. A financial portfolio uses stocks and bonds to grow wealth. And a professional portfolio uses your projects and achievements to get a job. Three different worlds, all built on that one core idea, a curated collection with a very clear purpose. Maybe the best way to think about a portfolio is to see it as a story. It's not just a folder full of stuff, it's the story of your talent, the story of your financial strategy, or the story of your career, told through the most powerful examples you can find.
So, as we finish up, I'll just leave you with this one question to think about. Whether it's for your art, your investments, or your career, what story will your portfolio tell? And that's a wrap for this TalkWord Explainer. Hopefully, you now see portfolio not just as a word, but as a really powerful tool for storytelling. If you enjoyed this, you should definitely check out the TalkWord app, where you can create your very own English word explainers with two friendly hosts. Thanks for hanging out with me.
How's your portfolio? Oh, I don't have much of a portfolio right now.